Hurricane Erin is here-ish. New tropical disturbances, possible severe weather for the south and Montana, North Dakota, and another fire risk for the west. Good morning, I'm meteorologist Pew. Today is August 20th, 2025. So starting with Hurricane Erin, she's probably the closest she's going to be today and tomorrow to the east coast. And as expected, she did expand and she's pretty much the size of Texas at this point. As we've talked in the past few days, the east coast, especially the North Carolina coast, are going to see a low chance of seeing tropical storm winds up to 40 miles per hour. And as predicted, we are going to see some outer bands from Erin, which is going to produce some showers. And if you plan to go to the beach from Florida all the way to places like Rhode Island, there is a rip current warning. And in terms of storm surges, places from South Carolina all the way to the southern coast of New Jersey, you guys are going to see storm surges from 1 to 3 feet. And then places like North Carolina, you guys are going to see 2 to 4 feet. As for the tropical disturbance that's behind Erin, luckily the formation path is going to be way more north than what it was initially predicted, which is a good sign. So it's going to go and follow Erin's path even more towards the north and east. So for places in the States, we don't have to worry about it, but places like Bermuda, there's still a 10% chance of something forming in the next 48 hours, but now there's a 60% chance of something forming in the next 7 days. Now, the other tropical disturbance right off the coast of Africa is something we still have to look at. There is a 40% chance of something forming in the next 48 hours. And now for the severe weather, we only have a marginal risk, or 1 out of 5, from the southern Alps to Texas, and we also have a little bit from Montana to North Dakota. For Montana and North Dakota, we have all hazards on the table. We have a 2% chance of seeing isolated tornado and a 5% chance to see winds greater than 60 miles per hour and large hail. And then for the southern marginal risk, we only have a 5% chance to see damaging winds. So when this is going to happen, it looks like for the southern states, things are going to happen around 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, or that's 1 to 2 p.m. Central time. And for Montana and North Dakota, it looks like things are going to start this evening at 5 p.m. Mountain time or 6 p.m. Central time. And as these showers travel eastward, some may last throughout the night as well. And so speaking of showers, I want to talk about the northeast really quick. You guys already seen showers from last night, this morning, and it's going to happen pretty much all day. And some of these showers may persist overnight. And as Hurricane Erin moves a little bit closer to the northeast, it's almost like she's deflecting the cold front that's producing these storms. So you're going to see these cells go from west to east to west. But in the meantime, it's going to be pretty much stationary. So we may see isolated flash flooding. And now going to the opposite end, to the west, we have an elevated fire risk going from central Nevada to the border of Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. And overlapping that, we do have a dry thunderstorm risk. We're going to see surface relative humidities from 10 to 15%, but also wind speeds from 15 to 20 miles per hour and wind gusts from 20 to 30. And if we look at 500 millibars or midway to the troposphere, we do have a mid-level high that's bringing anticyclonic flow or clockwise flow, and it's kind of recycling the moisture in this area. And looking on Montana, we do have a pretty broad shortwave trough, and that's going to help with decent shear, which is going to tilt those updrafts. And if we look at everywhere else, especially the southern risk areas, we don't really have that much shear at all. So that's why these storms are going to be very short-lived and small. And what's causing these storms to form is, if we look at the surface, we have a very broad cold front going, and that's going to help provide the surface lift. And this cold front is entering in an area where temperatures are going to be way above 90 and dew points around the 70s. So it's already an unstable environment. And that's why